All right. Hello, ladies. And any gentlemen who might be wandering right up there. This is part one of my two-part video series, capped off on Saturday by a live sale. All of these should be fairly quick. I'm doing a recap of some previous sale items per your guys' request. And there will be a few new items in each video sale, and there'll be some new items, including the Goth Rainbow in Saturday's live sale. Video sales releasing today is 5/22. It is 5/23. It's Thursday. It's going to probably be released right after I record this. So, and then the other video, I will also. I'm trying to film it before I go on after Rosemary tonight, but it may be after, and I'm just going to post them both. You really only have whatever's left tonight and tomorrow to buy from the video sale, and obviously Saturday up to, I would say, probably 2 o'clock. I won't be checking email probably after 2 o'clock, and the live sale will be at 4:30 my time, which is 5:30, 6:30, and 7:30 across the country. And I'm hoping it will only take about an hour and a half at the most. It's not a ton of stuff, but it's the Goth Rainbow is going to be in there, which is exciting. I pre-sold a lot of those packs, so there's not very many going to be available. But I do also have some other things that I've dyed in the meantime. Mostly coffee tea. Well, mostly tea. I'm not really doing coffee right now. I've got a few more tea batches to do, and then I'm moving into a natural dyed item, and then back into coffee for a round of coffee dyed stuff. I'm trying to load up my shop for second half of the year. So it'll be open probably in July, and we'll probably have a little sale to bring in the reopening of the store. So let's get on with the sale. If you have never purchased from me, or it's been a while, say 6 months, I put some information in the description box. Please email me with your full legal name, your YouTube handle, your full shipping address, including zip code. And if the email that you're sending to me is not your PayPal associated email, please include your PayPal associated email. I do use PayPal for my billing. Or the other option I have currently is Zelle. I can take Zelle. So I bill through that way. I send you an invoice, or if you prefer, I can send you a title and a brief email with what you bought. Your preference. The email is easier, but the invoice I know some people need because they're running a business, or they're just like a detailed invoice that's typewritten. So all right, let's get on with the sale. Let me see how many lots we have today. We have, for the first part of this video sale, is 21 lots, but they're small. Most of them are very small. So the first one, I have some apple green left. I'm trying to empty out the old stock so I can dye new. I know it doesn't really matter with dyed paper, but I'm changing the packaging. So you can see this one has nothing. This one has the old packaging. So we're making some packaging changes. So I have one 10-pack and two 25-packs of the apple green. We're going to do the 10-pack first, and that will be item number 1. So 10-pack apple green. I'm going to pull it out of the plastic real quick. Another tip, since these can be up to an hour long, put it on double speed. One, the bonus is I sound like a chipmunk of crack. So if you want to hear Cracky the squirrel go talk about paper, put me on double time. That reduces your time and you get through it faster. So that's the color, and it's pretty true to what I'm seeing here. We also call it Monster Mash in the fall when we're doing fall packs. It's our fun, it's great in the spring. It's great in this is one of my favorite colors. I will put a caveat in there. I think that I say that about all the colors, maybe. So item number 1, lot number 1, 10-pack apple green paper. It's 24-pound paper, and it's $3. So if you want to claim an item, please do not do so in the comments. I do need you to email me your list. Please include the lot number and a brief description. So for this, it would be number 1, apple green. And there's only one of this available. So there we go. Oh, shoot. I gotta move something. Lot number 2 are the 2 25 packs of apple green 24-pound paper. Same coloration. I don't believe there's any rack marks or anything. I think it's pretty standard. There's going to be some color variations on each page due to the way that they're layered in the die vat. So item number 2 or lot number 2, 25 pack apple green 24-pound paper, $8 for that. And there are 2 of those available. Okay, let me put a check mark so that I know where I'm at. I get easily lost if I'm not careful. All right. So next up is, here's where we're going to recap the coral paper that was out a few sales ago. Couple, 3, 2, 3. Probably 2, maybe 3. I don't know. Okay. So the first item is the 9x12 sandwich wrap, which is this here. So this is it's not deli paper, but it's similar to the deli paper. It's 9x12. Let me see if I can get to the middle. So you can see some of it's darker, some of it's lighter. This is coral, and that's kind of the color range. But this has the lovely crunchy, and you can see this piece has some stippling on it. So this is fairly representative of what you'll get in the lot number 3, which is the 9x12 sandwich wrap in coral. There are 5 of these available, and it's $2.50. So again, a lot number 3, 10 pieces of coral 9x12 sandwich wrap, $2.50. 5 of those available. All right, next up, these are embossed placemats. It's a nice thin paper. I don't know if you'll be able to see the embossing, but until it goes around the edges, and there's a little bit in the middle. It's floral and like a raised border, and then there's a little bit of it in the middle as well. So let's open this up to the middle. The placemats are not in centimeters. Okay, are 10 by, there's 12, I think it's 14. Yeah, 10 by 14. So you can see you get the same kind of color variation. There are occasionally marks from the racks, but coral is a very fun color, and I won't say it's a favorite because I like a brighter orange a little bit better myself, but this is very fun to work with, and it plays well with our other colors. So lot number 5, 5-pack of the embossed coral placemats, $1.25, and there are 10 of those available. All right. Next up, see, we're already done with the first page. We're zipping right along. Lot number 5. Okay. So this is newsprint paper, but it is also a grid paper. It is 4 squares per inch. It's a nice light coral, so you can see the grid marks on it. So this is like kindergarten practice paper, if you're familiar with that. And most of the people who come into the sales, they're very familiar with the newsprint. This is the grid version. I have 2 packs of it available, and it is $1.75 a pack. So that is lot number 5, 10-pack coral newsprint grid paper, $1.75. Lot number 6 is a 10-pack of the coral newsprint. You can see this came out a little bit darker. Let's just take most of the markings are from the way the paper lays on each other in the vat. So you've got, like, this is very light and this is much darker. So So there is a, some color variation in the, it has to do with where the paper is in the vat too. So if it's closer to the top, it's lighter. If it's closer to the bottom, it's usually darker. So item lot number 6, 10-pack coral newsprint of the, you can see the lines on it for the kindergarten is usually oriented this way and has the lines this way. This is the first grade paper, which has the lines going this way. So they're about, about a half an inch, I guess. Let me see if I can, they're very, very faint. Nope, I can't get it to, I know they're in there, but it's hard to, so essentially it is a blank paper. Very faintly, you can see the lines there. So item number 6, 10-pack coral newsprint, first grade paper, $1.75 per pack, 5 available if you're interested. All right, next item. Okay. Coral, 110-pound newsprint. So item number 7 is a 5-pack of the Coral 110-pound cardstock. Color is pretty true on my monitor. I don't know. Every monitor is a little different. This is light to medium. And you can see where, like, this is where the paper was layered on top of itself. I don't know if I'm going to, let me make it a smaller amount. There are some occlusions, places where there were bubbles. And so the color is, this one, the color that you can see the white there. But some of them, it's just lighter where the bubble was. There's a couple where it's white. I love those effects. I keep a lot of that stuff for myself because I just like them. So that's what the newsprint, or the, the 110-pound cardstock looks like. So lot number 7, a 5-pack Coral 110-pound cardstock, $1.25 per pack, 7 packs available. All right. Next up is number 8. There's 2. So this is a 10-pack of the dot matrix paper, 20-pound dot matrix, rather than the 24-pound that we normally do. I think dot matrix only comes in, let me pull this down a little bit. You can see, like, here, you've got a darker along the edge. So this is a 10-pack. So lot number 8 is a 10-pack of the Coral dot matrix paper, medium, light to medium tones. And this is $3 per pack, only 2 available. All right. Lot number 9. Okay. This is our 24-pound paper. Let me see what we've got going on here. So we have 2 10-packs and 2 25-packs. So we're going to do the 10-packs first, like we always do. Now, this is the coral paper with the stippling effect. So you can see the little dots here and the towel marks. If they're flat dried on a towel, often you get some stippling marks on them. So you can see here. I wish the light was a little bit better. Maybe if let me try and, no, that's really going to wash it out. Let's see if that helps a little bit. Unfortunately, we're casting a shadow. Maybe I should try moving the lamp to the other side. So definitely stippling on all the pages. I didn't really see particularly any rack marks. Let me just, another run through. So the color variations are from the stippling and or from where they were laid over each other. So this is lot number 9, 10-pack Coral 24-pound paper with stippling, $4. There are 2 packs available. So if you're interested, let me know. All right. And then we're going to do the 25 packs, also with the stippling. And these have some occlusions here. This was further down in the batch. So some of them have a slight, like in here, where it's lighter. Or maybe this was it must have been at the top. So it's got a little bit, some of them, a lighter orange kind of look into it, a little more yellow orange, but it's not pure yellow. So, but it's definitely all got stippling. I don't really see any rack marks, whether you like them or not. I just like to let you know. But there's a fair amount of stippling on these, and I would do these. I would say these are medium and a few lights. But so that is item number 10, 25 pack, 24-pound paper with stippling. There are 2 available, and they're $10 each. Okay. So let me get some check marks on these over here. That way later I know I've done it. Okay. And 2 packs of this. This is the coral. This came out very light. It was very near the top. It's the 11 by 17 ledger paper, 20 pound. So, and this, so it is 11 inches this way, 14 inches this way. Let me see if I can get the whole thing more or less on this. There we go. So, and it's darker along the edges, and that is fairly typical for this paper. Some stippling here. Not all the pieces have stippling, but I would say this is a light paper with darker edges. Let me get over here into the middle of this one, and we'll go through a little bit of stippling on some of these. We got a nice dark edge here, and the edge is also a little darker on all of these. A little bit of wrinkle damage there, but you know, it's handmade. You got to expect a little bit of, you know, looks like it's been handled. So that is lot number 11, a 5-pack of 11 by 17 coral ledger size paper, $3. There are 2 of those available. We're moving on to number 12. This is something new for me. I mean, I've done fabric before, but I found some fun fabric on my, when we went on that big adventure, we went to Denver and Wyoming and Utah and a little bit of Colorado, I think. I have 2 of these Asian packs. I got to figure out which one is A and which one is B. I thought I had dropped a little tag in here. Let me hold the phone. Yeah, this one is A. So A and B. They contain essentially the same thing, but as you know, with any kit, I don't have exactly the same of everything. So this is an Asian themed pack. I tried to include things that were, you know, Asian, and colors that go with the cloth and the prints that are included, or the pictures that are included. So we'll start with the fabric. The base fabric is this. This is the one I found on this adventure, and I'm not normally, like, I don't really do Asian themed things, but I thought this was such a pretty fabric. There is some pink. I think it's supposed to be red, but like here, it looks very pink. It is kind of an olive color and a little bit lighter, the brownie, and there's obviously some black in it with the print. So that is our base piece, and that is the size of a fat quarter. I did not take measurements ahead of time. Let's see. So that's 12 and 10. So that's 22. Like I said, this piece is the largest piece, and it's about the size of. So there's 12 there. Is 18. So, and the fabric, this piece is the same in both packs. All right. How did I have this now? Every time I fold this, it's different. Okay, so let's get that folded up. So that is our first piece of fabric, fat quarter sized. And then this red piece is the biggest, is the next largest. And these were scraps from L's. and from a couple other places. So I can do the cutting. Like this one has a big fringy edge, which you could keep, or you could cut off. And so the cut is not perfectly square. This one is fairly, but the black one I think is a little not quite so. So there's 12 and 10. That again, that's 22. And then I'm going to measure below the fringe, not the fringe. And that's 12. So this is 13. So this is not quite a fat quarter. It's pretty good that way, but not completely. So this red and silver, and there's a little, hard to say what colors, but it's, and I don't know I know this fabric has a name, but I'm not very good with the fabrics. I just thought it was pretty and it would look good, you know. And then there's this black piece with the silver and the bronze. And this one you can see it's wonky on this front, and you've got a big fluffy edge here. So I'm going to measure, I'm not going to include the fluffy edge in my measurement because you may want to cut that off. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about the fluffy edge. So that's 12 and 6 3/4. So that's 18 3/4. And we're going to measure it kind of over here because this is the smaller side. And it's about 11 inches over here. And over here, it's about 12. So, so going downwards, let's see, maybe, what's it look like way down here on the other side? Oh, you can't even see that. Sorry. So down here, we are looking at still a little over 11 inches. So it's enough to work with, I think. I feel like the pieces are big enough to cover a standard size book. And obviously the fat quarter, you could probably do 2-3 books out of it. And then this is the smallest piece. And this is, I've had this for a while. I've used it in a couple of things. And it came to me like this. It was like 4 or 5 pieces cut in roughly this shape. So it's a faux velvet with rose print on it. And so it's kind of olivey black and burgundy. So we've got about 8 inches this way. But if you go up here, it's closer to, it's like 8.5. And that's still about 8. On the long end here, 8 inches. On the short end down here, 7 1/4. So maybe a pocket or, I don't know, on a spine maybe. So those are our fabrics. I've got a little shedding over here, so we'll take that, put it over here. Okay, so in addition to the fabrics, you get 1 red file folder, some red dot matrix paper with sparkle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the paper will be the same, I think, in both kits. So we had, do you remember when I got that fantasy book? So these are some of the Asian themed images out of there. And I have the kit upside down. So there are 3 of these here of the Asian themed ladies. And this one is this. I had a hard time putting this one in here, guys, because I don't really do Asian things, but I love spiders. Now this one has a print. The other pack has a magazine image. So this is the print for this one. It's kind of orangey, flower, and it's still, and you can see it came from jessicaswift.com. I'm not sure. I think I bought it in somebody's live sale or it was gifted to me. But it fits, I think, in this pack nicely. So over here we've got some black paper with gray undertones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some tea dyed. Oh wait, this is coffee. Coffee dyed paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is some warm cocoa with sparkle. I think, yeah, with sparkle. So this is a light brown. I thought it went well with the first fabric, and this does have stippling on it. I love the stippling so much. This is out of my personal stash, guys. I had a hard time letting this go. Here is some, and it looks black, but it is the brown. So 5 of that. The sparkle's probably not going to show, but you can see that this has quite a bit of stippling on it. And then there's some orange. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a little pink. The pink is the 11 by 17. I try to include a variety of sizes of paper and stuff, depending on what size book you want to make. So there are, I think, 3 of these. 1, 2, 3, and it's a nice soft pink. This is out of my stash too. And then this is from one of the other sales. We have 2 of these composition books, lined notebook paper. 3, wait, more than 3. These are signature pages. You can fold them in half. And there are, let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 6 of these in there. And it's a fairly lightweight paper. So great for books. And then there's a couple of single sheets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 is I think was part of the title page on this one. Whoa. So in total, oh, and I almost forgot this card. This you could cut it and just use the front image if you wanted. You could turn it into a pocket, or if you wanted to maybe put something over this part, you could use it as a piece in a signature. So the card comes with it. 1 card. All in total, 53 pieces for this, with the fabric and everything. So this is A with the print. And then I'll show you the fabrics real quick. They're roughly the same size, but I think there may be some variations. All the papers are the same. Oops, sorry. And you get the card as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 of the, so it's the same amount of papers. Because it didn't have the print, this one got an extra piece that was larger out of a practice book for learning how to write. And somebody took notes here on what in pencil. So that's kind of a fun addition there. Nice big piece. And then again, you have the same amount of the pink papers, the brown. Oops, here we go. Let me pull this aside. Those are the images. So there's the brown, the reds, the file folder, the black, and the coffee dyed. So there's all of that. So this is the magazine image. You can see it came out of a... so I included that, along with... this doesn't really have a person on it, but it's got some characters and then it's just a nice, like, kind of background. This is one of the other images. And then here you've got her here. And this is not Asian themed, but that's what's on the back of it. So if you dig that, that's what we got for images in this one, plus the magazine image. So again, 53 pieces. And let's have a look at that fabric real quick. This is a B in the. So if you are wanting this and you want specifically A or B, and that's your first choice, but if one of those isn't available, please note that you would take the other pack if you would. That keeps me from having to message you and having it sell in between the time I message you and if you want the, I don't anticipate a huge. So this is the same. This piece does have, this is called Treasures of the Orient by Clothworks. And it's the same size piece because I folded it in half and tore it. So let's go ahead and fold that back up. There's that. Okay, so our black piece, we did red first. We did the red piece. Again, it's got a fuzzy edge. And I actually think this piece may be a little bit bigger. So where'd my ruler go? Ruler over here. So it is 12. And before the fringe, it's 2 and it's 2 and just a little bit, not quite a quarter. So 12, 14. And then this way it is 12 and 10, so 22. All right, so that is the red piece with the flowers, the big flowers. And then we have our silver piece, and one of these edges is also fuzzy. And so it has the same, kind of gets smaller towards the bottom. The bottom size down here is about 10 and a half. In the middle, it is 11 and a quarter. And at the far end, it is almost 11 and 3/4. And that's the black with the copper and silver flowers. And this is the back side. And that's pretty much what the red piece looks like. And then a piece of the velveteen again. And let me get you some measurements here. So this is 8 1/2, 8 1/4 at the top, a little over 9 at the bottom. We've got about 7 1/4, 7 1/4, 7 1/2 ish. So that's a little more true of a square than in the previous. And that's B. So B has the magazine image. A has the print. Let me just slide this together. I will put those together after. I'm just keeping them separate with the bags. I won't make you sit here and watch me painfully put that back together. So that is lot number 12. 53-piece Asian themed paper and fabric pack, $18.50. So A with the print or B with the magazine image. And then we're moving on to lot number 13, which is a recap item. There's only one of it available. Hold on. I gotta adjust this so that the paper doesn't get all weird. This is one of those music packs from last time. So it's 11 pieces of vintage music papers. 2 of them have the yellow appearance, and the rest of them are more cream colored in appearance. The date range on this is 1948 to 1954. So most of them are 2 like this, like it folds like this, so you could use it as a signature. Most of them do not, they're not brittle when you fold them. And the seams seem to be, and where they're folded seem to be, but it is vintage. So there's a little tear right here. A couple of the edges are tattered and worn. And some of them are like this 3-page one here. So 11 pieces total. And it's $4.50. There's only one of those available. Okay. And that is item number 13, 11 pieces vintage music paper dated from 1948 to 1954. There are markings on all of the pieces. There's like a red, there's a circle with a number in red. I think there's part of somebody's repertoire. And there are some notes on some of the pages. So item number 14, I have 3 packs of the 6x9 green tint steno paper. So the paper originally has kind of a green tint to it if you've ever had a steno notebook. These are tea dyed, and they have a little bit of grunge on them, not a ton. Let's see if we can get one out of here. These were in the shop, and they've been sitting with the shop closed for a while, so I thought you guys might like to have a chance at them. So we're just going to flip here. You can see that there is some grunge, some patterning from the way they were dried. And then we'll flip it over and we'll do, and you can see this one has some grunge. You can see it there. So it's light paper with light to medium-ish grunge on it. Okay, so item number 14, 6x9 green tint steno paper tea dyed with light grunge. There are 3 of these available for $2.25. Let's slide that back in there. That one wasn't so hard. Okay, so 3 of number 14, 25 pack, 6x9 steno paper with the top intact there, $2.25 for those, if you're interested. Next up is the resale, is round 2 of our Frankie paper. So hold on for a second. There is going to be one smaller pack at the end. I have a 12 pack. I didn't have quite enough for another 25 pack, so I will show that at the end. I think. Or did I put that somewhere else? Oh, please. I know I set some stuff somewhere else. Is that 12 pack? Hold on. 1, 3, 4, 6, 9, 10. Yeah, that is the 12. Okay. Let me just set that aside. So this is the reprise of the Frankie paper that you all requested more of. I have names down of people who pre-ordered. I'd like to remind everyone that you are not required to buy if you requested it, if you pre-ordered it, because it is later than I expected it to be. But I have Leslie C., Danielle, Rebecca, Adria, Roseanne, and Joy down for packs. If you don't want those, please let me know. I will also send out an email because I know not everybody watches the video sales. So those may become available in the Saturday sale. I will send out the email today. There are a total of 9 packs. 6 are prepaid. So the remaining 25 packs are $12.50. So this is item number 15, 25 pack of the double dip lime green and purple Frankie paper. And we'll look at a couple of packs here so you get an idea. I think the edges on this are a little bit lighter than the previous one. Nice feathering though. So we'll look at 2 or 3 of them so you can see. Sometimes you'll get a hard edge where it was closer to the outside. Usually I take those out and put them in one pack, but I may not have gotten all of them. Some occlusions. These will be a little more wrinkly and a little more, a little less, like they have a tendency to be a little more wild and woolly in terms of, I did iron them and stuff, but because they've been dyed twice, they tend to be a little more wrinkly and stuff. I love the character, but just so I'm just letting you know, in case you really like your paper pristine, this is a little bit wrinkly. So we have 3 available of the Frankie Redo. This is 24-pound paper, double dyed lime green and purple. 3 available, $12.50 for the pack. And then we did have one of the smaller pack, and this one does have some. Oh, please. move that to somewhere else. It doesn't want to stay on there. Okay. So this does have some hard edges in it. This is item number 16. 12 pack of Frankie. So you can see this is a hard edge where the outside papers, yes, I'm recording. What is it? Oh, okay. Thank you. You're welcome. I got a tuna sandwich. Yay. Somebody loves me. Sandy brought it in. She's very sweet. Okay, so this is a hard edge where the outside papers on the batch, the way they're dyed, will have more of a fill line instead of where it's wicked up. So there may be a couple of those in here. Let's take a quick spin. There's another hard edge. Another hard edge. Another hard edge. I did pack them all into this one. There's some there. These will probably also be the darkest of the, the darkest purple on the paper will be these ones. So this is item number 16, a 12 pack of Frankie paper, $6, and there is one available. Okay. So we're moving on to item number 17, which is a buy the piece. I have put them in 5 bundles. That's just so they're manageable and they don't wind up going bleh all over the place because they do that. So buy the piece. So you can order one or you can order all, but you're not tied to ordering a specific amount for this. These are tea dyed, but you can see they have some grunge to them. This last couple batches of tea dyed have been pretty, and it is a window envelope. This is a lightweight Kraft envelope. It's not heavy like you might think Kraft paper will be. So it's fairly lightweight. I would say maybe it's a 20-pound paper. Yes, I'm live. Well, I'm not live. I have 3.
You can have as many as you want.
And then I'm taking 4.
Take 4.
Look, I got say hello to the.
Hello.
I'm not live. This is my. You're getting a delayed hello from Els in my sale video. I got cantaloupe. I got a tuna sandwich. I don't know what to do with myself. Thank you. So and it's got the one big window right here. Most of these have sealed themselves back up. You can probably get them loose with a heat gun if you really wanted to. But some of them don't go back together for whatever reason. These come apart when you dye them and then they stick back together. These are a little wrinkly. We cannot iron these with the window. These just get pressed under some heavy weight. So buy the piece. Item number 17 is buy the piece. Large tea dyed lightweight Kraft envelopes. They are 8 3/4 by 6 1/4 to the fold line here. That's 6 3/4. Oh, 6 1/4. I'm sorry. 50 pieces, 10 cents a piece. Just say item number 15, Kraft envelopes, and how many pieces you want, and we'll go from there. Oh, okay. So we have this is what I'm going to say. We had weirdness in this tea dyed batch. I think it was a batch and a half ago. I'm putting out the last of one batch, so but this is 36 pieces. It's more than our normal 25. And it's a little grungy, but it is tea dyed paper. You can see that it's very light. But look at that. Ridiculous grunginess. I don't know. So varying degrees of grunginess. Like these are obviously lightly grungy. And the patterning is weird. I think some of it is from my fingers lifting it out, but some of it's not. Like, because I don't touch the paper way down here. I touch way up at the corner. So you can see. Oh, I'm way up here. I'm sorry. We'll do that one more time. So you can see it's kind of feathery and light. This is all over, but most of them are just around the top and the bottom. But these ones back here, they're pretty grungy. can see right here, there's, and then here, look at all of that on that page. Then you go to the front, even grungier. So this is 36 pieces of the light tea-dyed paper with grunge, varying amounts. And this is $12 for one pack. All right. We're almost done. That was already 18. We're going to move on to 19. Which is a non-dyed item. I think the last 3 items are non-dyed. This is from the Funny Babies book that we looked at a while back. I took out some of the pictures for my use. It's coming with cover, unless you don't want the cover, in which case I will take it out. That's entirely up to you. It doesn't affect the price. The price was not based on the cover. I just thought somebody might like to, because it is fun. Look, the cover is super cute. And you could put some other stuff up here. It doesn't have to say Funny Babies. You could turn it into maybe a baby book for your grandchild. It does have somebody's name in here. But, I think ownership is a fun way. It's fun in books, previous ownership. So, this is item number 19. It's 19 pieces. Let me count this real quick and let me know if the cover is part of 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So it's nice, 19 pieces with the fly leaf pages, and that 20, and the cover makes 20. You do not have to take the cover if you don't want it, but you are welcome to it. It's unlikely that I would get to it anytime soon, and I really have a ton of covers. So and you could cut the spine off if you think you would need it bigger and turn it into a ring bound book, or make a different spine for it, a different size. That's fairly easy to do. Els does have videos on it, and so do a lot of other people. So let's show off the baby pictures. There are 2 end papers, 8 single sheet, and 9 signature sheets. And they're in backwards order. So we're going to start with the signatures, go to the singles, and then the end papers. So here we go. Not all the pages have pictures, obviously. That's a quote. Baby with the foot bottle thing. And these are vintage photos. I can't remember the year of the book, but I think these are from the 70s or the 80s. I can't be completely certain. Obviously, leopard print baby here, chilling in the sun. The baby's like, no, the dog is so big. Here is a fashionista baby. Rubber band smile. And then there's a quote, babies are such a nice way to start people. And then whatever you say. Here is this is a Hawaiian weightlifter guy. He was very famous with his baby. And these were child actors. And that is a sleeping baby if I slept like that, I'd have a stiff neck for weeks. But babies. And then there's just the baby legs. Look, Mom, no hands. Oh, I think this is the other side of the bottle baby. The kid with the bottle in his. Where'd he go? It's got to be in here. Yeah. So that actually is the same. So if you wanted the whole thing, you could line these pages up in the book. Okay. Angel babies. I got your nose, baby. And I'm too tired for dinner, baby. That's little Julian Martin sleeping in her 1930. The backpack baby is from 1975. Toothbrush baby. On the radio baby. Giggling baby. 1992. So this book is probably from the 90s then. The baby in the sink is from 1990 in Paris. Baby with rat. Oh no, toilet paper baby. And this is a dog here. Rocky and Ashley. I don't think we have the other half of that picture. Or maybe it's the baby that's like, no, that was a Dalmatian. Do you remember those? That's an old one. 1996. That's an old swing, though. That's not a new one. Obviously, hand-me-downs. Groucho Marx said, my mother loved children. She would have given anything if I had been one. And there's another sleeping baby. 1987. Okay. And I think we're getting towards this must be the last signature page, I think. Oh, Baby in Sync. From 95. It's a New Year's picture. That poor baby is just too big for that sink. I think it does have water in it. It's not how far you fall, it's how high you bounce. Anonymous dad. Baby and stroller. And then there's some photo credits on the back here. Oh, he's like, I'm going places. I'm going places. Let's see. The Duke of Windsor said, the thing that impresses me most about America is the way parents obey their children. Oh, I don't want to be in this suit, baby. I'm a big girl now, huh? Oh, that one is a bird pecking a baby's butt, but I don't think we have the other half of it. Oh, this is the... Yeah. They don't know. They don't know. A kid at the zoo. I feel like the monkeys are mugging for the picture. Oh, there's the butt of the baby with the... That's just the rest of the... Oh, hold on. It's this one. So you do have the whole baby. You could hinge it together maybe and put it in. It's cute. I got your butt. And this didn't have a rest of the picture, honestly. It's just the hair. And then this one is just a print sheet, but it has the cute little illustrations on it that maybe you could use. And then the flyleaf pages that go with the cover on the inside. I've included those. So that is the whole thing. Let me know if you're requesting this. Let me know if you want the cover or don't want the cover. I am happy to include it. It is not included in the price. Funny Baby book, $3.50 for this. So if you're interested, $3.50. This is lot number 19, 19 piece, 2 end papers, 8 single sheets, 9 signatures, and the cover, $3.50. All right, last 2 pieces, guys, for this video. All right, so this one is first. I've had this for a long time, and I could not bring myself to cut it up or dye it or do anything. I think it's a practice book. So it's wrapped in this, and then it's an accordion fold. So look, somebody has made a thing here. I think you're supposed to trace over this with your, but you could leave it the way it is. So somebody made notations in a couple of places. And I don't even know how many. I didn't count. But we'll go all this way. And the back is blank. So if you wanted to cut this up and use it for something, and it's got little, it's stone sculptures and clay sculptures on the border on the bottom and the top. And I'll bring those up closer in a second. But there's quite a bit of paper in here. It's quite thick. So you could take this apart and make a spine for it, or turn it into a ring bound book if you wanted to. You could use it for what it's for. So you can see, hold on, fold that. It's pretty thick. Now let me open it up to a page and bring it up closer so that you can see so there's what and that's on every page, top and bottom. Now, if you want to take out just the paper and have this for the background for some kind of journaling or whatever, you could cut that off if you wanted to, definitely. That's the front. That's the back. The difference being that the back doesn't have the title, which you could cover up in some way if you wanted to, if you didn't care for that. I don't think that this plastic part is damaged. It's a little, it's got some schmutz on it, but it's not the end of the world. And it's not torn in any way. And then it snaps right there like that. So Asian Buddhist book, unknown pages. It's up to you what you decide you want to do with it. Is $7.25. So, and that's in pretty good condition. I don't think the cover's dinged in any way. There is a little writing on the first few pages, like I showed you. So that is lot number 20, Asian Buddhist book, Buddhist cover on the book, $7.25, and there's only one. It's the onlyest one. So this, I don't know if this is real leather or faux. I don't know how you tell. And somebody like doodled on the inside a little bit, but it's not real noticeable. So it is a old school 3-ring binder with a very worn cover. Let me see if I can get it. It is scuffed, and you can see where it's been stored with not enough paper in it. So you can see the marks from the rings on the outside of the book here. You could probably get this out if you really wanted to. I have not attempted to. And this is the original paper that was included. Only the first couple, 2 or 3 sheets it's some kind of list. I think it's stuff they were going to give to, it's like silver spoons, K ? I think somebody was planning what to do with their stuff when they passed away, like who was getting what. And then all the rest of these are blank. And I did not count them. And I'm not going to do it now. But it's quite a few pages. On the inside here, it does say B&P Standard Price Book, number 5104, made in the USA. And there is a pocket back here. All things considered, it's in pretty good shape. It is brown. It kind of looks black on the screen, but it is a brown color. And it's got that kind of textured cover. And you can see it kind of like that right there. So this is item number 21 for video sale number 1. 3-ring binder with the vintage paper inside. And that's going to be $8 for anybody who wants it. Obviously, only one of those available. I will be back in a little bit with a second video, and it is 6:18, so I'm not going to have time to film the second video, but this will be live shortly. Thank you for watching. So this is item number 21. Brown leather. I don't know if it's faux or actual leather. 3-ring binder. Oh, and let me show you, just so you know. It does open and close. Everything is lined up well. It hasn't had that thing that happens sometimes where these separate and they don't fit together quite right. And I will pad it with bubble wrap for shipping. I'll fill this inside with, something, maybe bubble wrap or whatever, so that it lays a little flatter so that it doesn't get damaged in shipping. So that is $8 for anybody who wants it. That's the whole thing, guys. Thank you so much for watching all the way through. Next sale will be a recap of some of the pink stuff from a couple of sales ago, 2, 3, 4 maybe. And then some new tea-dyed stuff. And some by-the-piece stuff. So next sale does have some by-the-piece items in it. So let me put something up here that's a little more exciting than me. Let's bring these 3 back while I wrap this up. So remember, if you want to ask for anything, please send an email. My email address is in the description box, and let me put it right here too. I forgot. I normally put it at the beginning, guys, but it is always in the description box. Oh, I don't have an H on this keyboard. Hold on. I got to pull up my extra keyboard. shadow@yahoo.com. Sweet. There we go. All right. So email me at that email address the item number and a brief description. You can include the price if you want, but you don't have to. I can figure that out. That's why I have a list. Next video up soon. They'll both be listed tonight. The second one will be pretty late. But you have until basically Saturday around 3 o'clock. I won't be checking my email, I don't think, after 3 o'clock. Because I'll be prepping for the sale and getting everything set up. So I hope to hear from you all soon if you're interested in my goodies. I will see you live after Rosemary at 7:15. Although you won't see this until after that, probably. Have a great end to your week. Have a great weekend if I don't see you in the live sale on Saturday. And bright blessings and hugs and hisses to you all. Have a great one, guys. See you very soon. The end. I'm going to push the button. Push the button.